Remember when I told you no matter where I go, I'll never leave your side, you will never be alone. Even when we go through changes, even when we're old, remember that.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, friends. Here we are from Group 9. We want to present our task from Meeting 1, and the topic is the nature of teacher education, teacher training, and teacher development. But before, it's better if we introduce ourselves. My name is Citra Julipera Nenggolan as a moderator, and my friends Widya Ambarita, Freti Aritonang, and Priscilia Hulu. So directly we will start our presentation. For the first material is about definition of teacher education, and it will be read by Freti Ariton.
Okay, well, in here I want to explain our material about definition of teacher education. Teacher education as a program of education, reach and training of person to teach from primary to high education level. Teacher education is a program that is related to the development of teacher proficiency and competence that would enable and empower the teacher to meet and requirements of the profession and face the challenge therein. According to Goods Dictionary of Education, teacher education means all the formal and non-formal activities and experience that help to quality a person to assume responsible of a member of the educational profession or to discharge his responsible more effectively. Okay, I will continue. The second is theory of teacher education. Teacher education in the continue education sector are tasked with ensuring that trains understand and are able to apply learning theory. Their own development needs in this case is not known. Its aim is work towards the development and of continued professional development system and research for to teach educator. Okay, the third is scope of teacher education. There are three parts of scope of teacher education. The first is teacher education at different level of education. Second is triangular basis of teacher education. And the third is aspect of teacher education. Okay, in aspect of teacher education, I will explain about it. Teacher education at different level education. Teacher education uh, reach teacher at all level education, namely primary, pre-primary, primary, elementary, secondary, high secondary, and the tertiary. To knowledge based in adequately special and diversifies a course takes in order to develop effectively process of preparing intern teacher for the function which is a teacher is expected to the perform and each take. Okay, well, continue with my friend.
Okay, I'll continue. Scope of teacher education. The first is teacher education at different levels of education. The second is triangular basis of teacher education. And the last is aspects of teacher education. And the next material is about the objective of teacher education would therefore be two. The first is provide opportunities to observe and engage with children. The second is provide opportunities for self-learning, reflection, assimilation, and articulation of new ideas. The third is provide opportunities for understanding self and others. And the fourth is provide opportunities to enhance understanding, knowledge, and examine disciplinary knowledge and social realities, relate subject matter with the social milieu, and develop critical thinking. And the last is provide opportunities to develop professional skills in pedagogy.
Okay, I will continue. Definition of teacher training. Teacher training is learning with specific purpose mostly for implementing new academic improvement with goals in the short term. There are grades and supervision commonly in the end you get feedback. Some teachers have no acquaintance with basic psychology, nor are they conversant with the art of teaching. Theory of teacher training. The first, efficiency in the subject matter is primary interest. That knowledge the subject is all that is needed, and its method or practice is of secondary importance. The second, that efficiency in the method or practice is very important to the subject, important in a secondary place. The third, the efficiency depends on selection of subject matter to be presented in relation to the work to be done or professionalist subject matter. The fourth, efficiency depends on the subject matter and efficiency in the skill mastered simultaneously. Element of teacher training. The first, understanding how children learn. The second, making and using teacher learning material. The third, understanding evaluation. And the last, self-awareness. Okay, ma'am, I think that's all. Thank you.
Teacher development, it is about the comprehension of the basis and how to teach and what it means to be a teacher. Teacher development is more than just teaching or upskilling yourself as a professional. The outcome of teacher development results beyond marks and the classroom. Theory of teacher development, it is argued that theories of professional development need to include both cognitive and social aspects of learning. However, theory has tended to focus on either cognitive or social perspective. Cognitive perspective have centered on notion of change in teacher beliefs or knowledge. The elements of teacher development. The first, choice. Teachers, students need and appreciate choice. Choice within a given framework or focus allows teachers to determine their personal priorities for change to classroom practice. Second, flexibility. In addition to choice, teachers need to be allowed to make modifications to make new learning work based in their own environment. Third, small steps. Learning is incremental. 4. Collegial support. Change in teaching practice is challenge and requires support. And the last, accountability and resource. Teachers, like any professionals, need to be held accountable for results, and they must be provided with the time and resource to accomplishing meaningful change. Types of teacher development. The first, customized teacher training workshop. Second, leadership development session. Third, implementing in classroom training. Fourth, holistic development session. And the last, professional development community.
And the conclusion, a good teacher has the knack of making the complicated simple, thereby making the arduous more palatable, perfecting the art of uncomplicating the complex, uncluttering the conceptual cobweb demands, imagination, and uncommon wisdom. Training programs, workshops, and conferences give adequate exposure to both young and old in full measure all the tricks of the trade. they make up for any lapse on the part of the teacher. Teachers have to be willing to make a difference in the lives of their students. The future is in their hands. All good teachers have shown a missionary enthusiasm, unflinching commitment, unwavering passion, unfailing dedication, and unflagging love for teaching. May there increase.